Christine Fitzgerald from Perfect Squares Tutoring. Today's question is sketch the function f, which is 4 take 2x, and state the domain and range. Okay, this is a straight line graph and we need the domain and range, although we've already been given the domain. That's the domain in there. Because if we look at how the equation of this function is given, we're told it's a function, then we've got the domain, then we've got the codomain. Now don't worry too much about codomain, it's not the range, it's just something that doesn't really need a lot of our attention. But the bit before the arrow is always the domain, that's far more important. And then what the function is. So that's a straight line, 4 minus 2x. So we know the domain, we just need to find the range and sketch it. Okay, so I'm going to sub in each of these x values into the function to find the corresponding y values at the end points. If I start with -1, and my function is 4 take 2x, so it's 4 take 2 times -1, which is 4 plus 2, 6. Now the y value at the other end of the line, sub in +2, and I got that from here. 4 take 2 times 2, that's 0. So I can sketch the line now because I know where it begins and where it ends. So I have my axes drawn up and I'll now scale them. I've got to get from 0 to 6 on the y-axis, so I might go in 2s. 2, 4, 6, down to -2. And on the x-axis, I need to get from -1 to +2. So I could go in 1s there. 1, 2, -1, -2. Now the line has one end point at -1, 6, -1, 6, there. And the other end point is at 2, 0, there. So I can join that line, and I'm expecting a y-intercept of 4, so I need to pass through 4. And to finish it off, with those endpoints, the -1 is not included in the line. Now that's here, so that's an open circle. And the +2 is included as part of our line. So make it visible and make it very clear that that circle is closed in, filled in. Okay, that's the graph. We need to state the domain and range. So I'll do that here. The domain is given to us. -1 and 2, there we go. And so I suppose that part of the question is just to make sure you understand that that's the domain. And then the range is, now the range is from the bottom to the top because it's y values. So the lowest we're at is 0, the highest we're at is 6. 0, and all values in between until we get to 6. Now the 0 is included and the 6 is not included. And in both domain and range, if you're using this kind of notation, you always have to put the smaller number first.